everyone, it's the GC here. Been a while, hasn't it? So I do apologise for that. Very, very busy time of year for me and my real life. So let's have a little look at kind of what's been happening. I think obviously you know a lot of it, but yeah, basically we had a wave one up here to about the 15 mil market cap. Obviously a mixture of FTX and, dare I say it, some of the whales in the Iranian group persuading everybody to join a group called CB Inu and convincing everybody to sell at 15 mil market cap did not help. It really didn't, you know, so it was very disappointing to the Iranians because they're normally a good bunch, but it is what it is. So yeah, unfortunately, FTX and a mixture of a few bad whales has obviously gave us a little bit of trouble, but it is what it is. So where do I think we are? I think we came down in an A. We came up in a B, we're to around about there, and we've come down in a C. And now the biggest worry I had at the time, if a token drops below the 887 fib, that's not usually considered the best sort of scenario, especially if it stays there for a long time. You would consider that the token is going to be in a bad way, but we did recover that fib, and if I zoom in you'll start to see where we are today. So let's just get a bit of a little look. So there's the 887. So we did drop below that, and then we've come up you know, quite nicely. It's obviously early days. I have been keeping an eye on the chart naturally, so if we get a bit of a zoom in, my feeling is we've done a wave one, we came up in a, down in a wave two, we've gone up in a wave three, down in wave four, and then up in a wave five. We've then had a bit of an A, B, C correction, and I think that we may well have done the first wave one, came down to two, and then we should start to see some upward movement, market allowing, and obviously Roderick allowing as well. Now we have been holding a few trend lines really that I've been keeping an eye on, and overall we've been doing okay. Now my feeling and my understanding, because obviously I do get to hear maybe a little bit behind the scenes, but I've got to be careful with this, but one of the things that we have to be quite careful of as a group is obviously you know, whether there's enough belief there ready for us yet. Do we hype it up now and get loads of whales on board again, and when we go to 15 mil market cap they'll just absolutely fucking sell off and crash us again? Do we think that's the right thing, or do we kind of just keep under the radar for a little bit, get a few board whales? Because I think there's still a few whales on there that probably when we get to a certain amount may just decide to cash out, and there may be investors who feel the same, and that's what we've got to be careful. We've also got to be mindful that the Bitcoin chart, you know, it's absolutely amazing, don't get me wrong, I'm absolutely stoked, but you know, the more research I do, you know, yes, you know, it does feel very, very bullish. The kind of MACD I think is now up on the positive for the 2-week chart, and you know, there's just so much positivity going on, but it could still be that Bitcoin has gone up in an A, down in a B, and now we're going up in a C as a correction, and then we come back down again to the 14-15k mark. That's not off the table. Now do I think that? No, I don't think I do, but there's many people that do, and this is what we've got to be careful of. So just to look at the Bitcoin chart at the moment, I've got some nice new indicators on here. Now we have, as a Bitcoin chart, come up potentially in a 5-wave move, and I think we've got one more leg of that 5-wave, and then it should come down in A, B, C to probably around about the 18, 17, somewhere sort of mark, and then go up in a bullish move, and that's only if obviously we are in the bull run, because this could be a bear rally, you know, that do happen, or a correction really. So it is hard to predict, and I know what Roderick's kind of thinking, that you know, if we go, you know, say nowish, or in a few weeks for example, if we go for it and Bitcoin does come down, let's be honest guys, we're fucked, because I don't think anybody would come back to mini football. You know, if we pumped you know, yet again, if we did another one of these moves, because let's see where we're at, guys. Let's be honest with ourselves here. Nice $132 buy coming in. Happy days, happy days. So I mean, there is a lot of belief there, and I do feel it growing. But you know, if we do another one of these sort of big moves to the up and then come straight back down again, I just think people will think, you know, we've already got our name for it being a pump and a dump, which really pisses me off, because I think the team did absolutely phenomenal in the World Cup. I think they did absolutely superb. The fucking energy, the fire they brought out. I mean, yeah, maybe Roderick was a bit late going to the gun. And I've got a sneaky suspicion that I don't think Roderick really wanted to move at all, because I think he thought this kind of FTX, not FTX per se, but I don't think he thought we were in a safe place in terms of the market. I mean, lo and behold, you can't really predict an FTX, but I think he held to see what was going to happen, and then had no choice because the World Cup was around the corner. And I kind of believe that myself. I haven't spoken to him to confirm it, because he doesn't really take my counsel in that way. But, you know, I suspect that he had to go because it was World Cup, you know. I mean, you know, we've all geared up towards that. But I think if the World Cup wasn't there, I don't know if he'd have pulled the kind of trigger or not, because I think ultimately it's a difficult market, and I hopefully I'm kind of keen now that maybe we are on the up, that we are turning round as a market. But you know, we just have to be careful. But I honestly think we have got sort of one sort of bullet in the gun left over, and I think it will be the silver bullet. But you know what? If that means that it takes a bit of time to get there, then you know, so be it. Now, where do I think overall we could be in mini football? So if we've come up in a 1, and it could have been a 1-2, 1-2, which would mean that we get the next move would be a good 3, a 4, and a 5, which I think will be shy of the all-time high. But then that means we'd also get another 3, you know, to the up, and then you know, another 4 and a 5, you know, which I think will overtake the all-time high. So I'm quite positive for the token. I'm still holding all my bag. I haven't sold. Kind of probably wish I had sold some at the 15 mil market cap, and I had personally decided to take some profit, and maybe a little bit higher than that, which never quite happened. But then yeah, I literally was at work, FTX happened, and then fucking the whole hell broke loose, didn't it? So you know, it is what it is. You know, so am I still bullish for mini football? Of course I am. You know what I mean? Absolutely, no doubt in my mind that we're going to do really, really well. I mean, you know, let's be honest. Why on earth would you bother your ass doing all the kind of exchanges that we have, and then you know, why would you bother? You know, even leaving pancakes swap. You know, why would you do that if you didn't have long-term plans? And I think that's the thing. I mean, we are still a 3 million market cap. You know, fucking meme coins still, until obviously the game comes out. I mean, that's phenomenal. I mean, you know, it's still really, really solid. It's still a fucking big project. You know, when you consider, you know, there's probably not many tokens in our league that are a 3 million market cap, to be fair. So I think that's absolutely superb, and I think we'll look in the very, very near future, once Roderick has decided which way the market's going to go. You know, and I think there'll be some fantastic stuff coming on. So you know, I know the old adage, it pisses everybody off to say be patient, but what else do you do? You know, because if we do go for it now, you know, you're going to get whales on board, and they'll sell at 3-4x, and then they'll fuck off, and that's not going to be good for the token. Or we're going to kind of come up, and then if Bitcoin does come down, that's going to bring BNB down with it, and us as well. So you know what, the probable answer to this is to wait for Bitcoin to finish its 5 wave up. It should come down in a 3 wave. If it goes much lower than that, it is a bear rally, and we could see 14-15k Bitcoin. But if it goes much higher than that, you know, and corrects at the correct, you know, at the proper level, and then we get the 3rd wave up, that would highly suggest that we are definitely 100% in the bull run. And I think then that's probably when he'll pull the trigger. So you know what, watch this space, guys. You know, I'm still super excited, and let's go! It's good to be back.